Hello, my name's John, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I didn't worry about COVID. I'm fit, I cycle, I play football, I walk a lot, and I'm fitter than blokes half my age, I'm sure. I don't smoke, I'm not obese, I'm not going to worry about COVID. One day a while back, I felt a bit flu-like. Bit of nausea, bit of fever, nothing worse than I've had before, didn't really worry about it. I did lose my appetite. A few days of this, I was managing okay. Couldn't eat anything though. Don't think I've ever drunk so much Lucozade in my life. But that night, I woke up at 2 a.m. My goodness, I was in a fever. I sweated. And the sheets were so wet, we had to change them. I just took one paracetamol. I thought, I'll be fine. I'll be better in the morning. And I got through the night. I began to feel better after a few days. I actually fancied a bit of breakfast one day. That was nice. After the breakfast, I went to the bathroom. And then the coughing began. It's quite sudden, really. I just couldn't stop coughing. I couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't do anything. I really couldn't breathe. It was so frightening. My wife came in and we called 111. They said call 999. Thankfully, not long after, the paramedics arrived. That was frightening, being connected up to all this stuff. They got me stable and gave me oxygen, but they said, no, you've got to go to hospital. We can't get you right. And I can remember how cold the ambulance felt. My goodness, it was cold. And how lonely I felt being in there. And how I felt every single speed bump on my way to hospital. And then being put into a COVID reception ward. And again, it was cold. And I lay there, not knowing what's going to happen. People die of this. But I was fit. I'd be all right, surely. But I wasn't so sure. As I lay there, I could hear the doctors muttering to each other. They were saying on about something like, if he doesn't improve in 2 hours, we'll take him upstairs and put him on a ventilator. Is that me they're talking about? Or somebody else? I didn't know. I was scared. They tell me to drink. I don't fancy anything. They tell me to eat. I don't fancy anything. But they keep on. And I managed to take a little bit of liquid. And I just lie there. I'm taken up to another ward. There's 4 other people in this ward. There's 6 beds. And I can hear people coughing and groaning and moaning and generally not being very well. And I'm one of them. I'm just lying there, frightened. They take out the thin tubes, the oxygen ones there, and they replace it with this great big mask that covers my face with all these tubes and oxygen and things connected to my finger and goodness knows what else. And every hour I'm connected to something called a nebulizer, and all this steam and stuff comes around. And I lie there, hour after hour, and I can't sleep at night. The bed's so uncomfortable, my back's stiff. And I can hear all the groans and the moans and the coughing of all the people in the beds next to me. I'm there for 3 days and 3 nights, can't move, not been out of bed. And then on the 4th morning, I actually just felt a little bit better. I managed to get out of bed with the Zimmer frame, I got to the toilet. They told me that they can reduce the oxygen. I was on 80% at one stage, and they said they'll try down at 60, and then it was down to 40. And I even managed to walk around the ward a little bit. Next day, I felt a bit better again. They've reduced the oxygen to 20%, and I'm actually up and walking about a little bit with this stuff attached to me. And I'm even able to look out the window and I see the sun shining and the birds are singing. The world looks oddly normal, but for me it isn't normal. I'm still there. But they do say, if you continue to improve, chance you can go home. Next day, it's 20% oxygen, and they say to me, if we can get it down to no oxygen, maybe you can go home. So I sit there, I sit there perched up there with these things attached to my finger, and I'm watching the oxygen levels go up and down, and then they switch the oxygen off, and I'm watching them go up and down, and they say, if you're a good boy, you can go home tomorrow. And I'm feeling excited at last. The morning comes, and they say, you're okay, go and ring your wife and tell her to come pick you up. Then I'm wheeled outside, and I see a car there with the most beautiful woman in the world who's come to pick me up. And I'm so happy. and at long last, I can begin the slow convalescence at home. My friend Steve, who lives down the road, he died. My friend Clive, he lost two brothers from COVID. And I had an email from an old mate I hadn't seen for a while, telling me he's burying his sister this week. All COVID. Like I said, I'm the lucky one. One last thing. This is real. This is serious. Like they say on the telly, I know they keep on, and forgive me if I'm saying the same, but please, please don't go out and mix. Don't do anything you shouldn't do. Stay away from people as much as you can stay away. Limit your socialising to those you're absolutely necessary to speak to. And for goodness sake, if you have any symptoms at all, or any suspicions you might have it, get yourself tested. I'm a lucky one. Thanks ever so much. Bye-bye.